Well, here we are. We're back with strawberries or tea and strawberries. So I've got a couple challenges with this painting, and number one would be to create the eye path that I want, which is to come in right here with the strawberries, but to circle around and stay right inside the painting. So the way I'm going to do that would be to connect the items on the tabletop. So I'm going to make use of the spaces between each dish and bring that up by bringing in some of this vermilion and a little yellow ochre into this area to create some interest on the tabletop. The other thing I'm going to do is bring the blue. Remember, we're using cobalt blue with vermilion to create brown, or a neutral to create some of these cakes and pumpernickel or rye sandwiches. But to bring some of the blue over here with the teapot. So here we go. I'm using 3 different brushes. I'm not sure I'm going to use this one. It's very, very small. I'm going to put that aside. But I've got the Spectral, the Spectre Gold #2 series. I've got a, I believe this is a 6, and a 2 or a 4, and then I do have an 8. So this might be a 4, a 2, and an 8. Okay, so let's begin. I'm gonna take up the 4. I'm still working, by the way, with the black and white grayscale photo, and I'm just gonna see how to connect on the tabletop. This is vermilion and yellow ochre, by the way. The yellow ochre is an opaque. I think it's so pretty when you want some coverage. So once again, this is a slow process. We're slowing down. To observe and determine what needs to be done. I don't like to rush through it. And I'm happy with that. Over here would be another place where I can connect what's on the tabletop. I'm working on dry paper. I'm going after the larger brush, and I'm going to mix up a little more vermilion. You know, if I had to call out a color that goes into a prominent place in every one of my paintings, I think it would be the vermilion. I have to think about that some more. Take a look at some of the work that I've done, but I think it's going to be the vermilion. So I don't want to let it go muddy. I want it to be bright, just like that. Okay, so just dropping some more in. The opaque yellow ochre. Really does cover nicely. And right up to the spoon. I want to be strong in certain areas. Remember, I'm trying to connect an eye path. And you just have to work it out slowly to see it. At least I have to work it out slowly to see it. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm just going to cover over and just introducing it a little in there. Okay, so looking at this again, there are some places where I can introduce a little more. I'm going to go a little lighter right there until I see later. Okay, now just a few places where I can introduce it because it's going to be reflecting off the plates. lot of this for me is still a little on the trial and error side. In other words, I'm putting it down, and if it looks right, I keep it there. If not, I'm ready to dab it with a paper towel. Just saying, that's kind of where I am as of yet. And I'm happy with that. Just softening this, the opaque will help do it. Okay, so another spot maybe is just a dot in there. I haven't decided what to do with this plate right down here on the bottom. But it'll come to me. Okay, and I'll come back into there. So remember, blue and orange are opposites. So I'm going to now take the blue, mix it with the orange, and create a neutral. It's kind of a taupey color. And just, I'm going to keep building up these layers on the rye bread. I'm really not sure how dark these layers need to get. So I am going one pale layer after one, on top of one pale layer. Connecting where I can, connecting values, connecting colors. to darken. To move slow. Again, building on the chocolate. Lifting up just a little right there. Well, I'm going to add, this is actually vermilion with yellow ochre. And I'm going to go ahead and add the green to the wraps. Very pale. Once again, connecting colors and values. So I am connecting this green. I think, I'm going to guess this could be a scone in the back. So this yellow ochre was down, but I'm adding a little bit of the green on top, because to me those two colors are very similar. And remembering that it's not so much the right color as it is the right value. So this allows me to add the green for the strawberries. I'm going to take the yellow ochre and mix it with the viridian. And continue some of the green. I'm now looking for some other places to put the green, and it's there in the teacup. also wanting to carry it through, I'm looking for other places that it can go. I know that it's here on the saucer. So I'm spotting it in. And you know, I think I'm gonna see if maybe a little on top here, just to carry it through, could work. You know, I think it supports some of the vermilion. I like it. I think because it's blue enough for it to work. All right. So a couple places to lift would be right in here. I got a little too dark right here. So adding water, I'm gonna let that saturate. And see if I can lift some of it. And you can see it's lifting by degrees. But I think it's gonna make a little bit of a difference. Okay. We're gonna call it quits while I figure out the next steps. And that'll be it for today.